The deeper we look into the past, the more we realize how little we actually know. Humanity has built empires of data, connected the globe with invisible threads, and reached for the stars. But what if the most important messages we've ever received weren't sent to us, but left for us millennia ago? Inscribed in stone, woven into myth, and buried in forgotten languages are warnings. Across ancient temples, sacred texts, and forgotten ruins, civilizations long gone left behind eerie messages that seem to echo our modern world with unsettling precision. Were they coincidence or foresight? Join us as we uncover the top 5 ancient warnings about our future and what these cryptic messages might be trying to tell us today. Number 5. The fall of the first cities. Imagine a civilization so advanced it vanished without a trace. This was the fate of the Indus Valley people, a society that thrived over 4,000 years ago. Their cities, like Mohenjo-daro, were marvels of urban planning with sophisticated water management and grid-like streets. For 1,000 years they prospered, but then they disappeared. Archaeologists find no evidence of invasion or widespread conflict. Instead, the clues point to something far more familiar to us today: environmental collapse. The river that was their lifeblood shifted its course, the climate changed, and the land could no longer sustain them. They abandoned their great cities, leaving behind a silent testament. Their warning isn't written in a book, it's carved into the very earth they once mastered. A reminder that even the most advanced societies are fragile and that nature is the final arbiter. Number 4. The prophecy of the eagle and the condor. Deep within the oral traditions of indigenous peoples across the Americas, from the Andes to the Great Lakes, lies a prophecy thousands of years old. It speaks of a time when humanity would be split into 2 paths: the path of the condor, representing the heart, intuition, and connection to the earth, and the path of the eagle, representing the mind, science, and industry. The prophecy foretold that for 500 years the eagle would dominate, nearly driving the condor to extinction. This period of materialism and technological might would push the world to the brink. But then a new era would begin, where the eagle and the condor would fly together in the same sky, sharing their vision. We are, according to their timeline, living in the shadow of this union. The question they left for us is not whether one is better, but whether we can integrate mind and heart before it's too late. The choice, they warned, is ours. Number 3. The Library of Alexandria's Lost Knowledge. It was the intellectual heart of the ancient world, a repository of knowledge unlike any other. The Great Library of Alexandria was said to contain over 500,000 scrolls, holding the accumulated wisdom of Greece, Egypt, Persia, and beyond. It housed not just poetry and history, but advanced mathematics, astronomy, and engineering that we are only now rediscovering. But this beacon of human intellect was not immortal. Through a series of fires and conflicts over centuries, it was utterly destroyed. We don't just mourn lost literature, we mourn lost science. We will never know what secrets of physics, medicine, or philosophy were turned to ash. The warning of Alexandria is not just about the fragility of knowledge, but about the danger of concentrating it. In our digital age, with information stored in centralized servers and vulnerable clouds, are we not building our own modern library, just as susceptible to being lost in a single catastrophic fire? Number 2. The Antikythera mechanism's hidden complexity. In the year 1901, divers exploring an ancient Roman shipwreck off the coast of the Greek island of Antikythera found a strange, corroded lump of bronze. For decades, it sat in a museum, dismissed as a piece of a clock. But as technology allowed us to peer inside, we found something astounding. This was no simple clock. It was an analog computer of breathtaking complexity, with over 30 interlocking gears capable of predicting eclipses And the movements of the planets. It was built over 2,000 years ago. Nothing even approaching its sophistication would be seen again for another 1,500 years. The existence of the Antikythera mechanism forces us to ask a difficult question. What else did they know? It's a warning that our perception of history as a straight, upward line of progress is an illusion. Entire branches of knowledge can be discovered, perfected, and then completely forgotten, leaving our own civilization to reinvent the wheel, unaware that we are merely walking in the footsteps of ghosts. Number 1. The cyclical time of the ancients. Our modern worldview is built on a line. We believe in a beginning, a middle, and an end. But for many of the most profound ancient cultures, the Maya, the Vedic Hindus, the Stoics, time was not a line, but a circle. They saw history as a series of great cycles, or yugas, that repeated themselves. An age of enlightenment would inevitably decay into an age of conflict and darkness, which would then collapse and give rise to a new golden age. These weren't just myths, they were cosmological maps. In their view, civilizations don't just fall, they are reborn. Their warning is the most unsettling of all, that our triumphs, our technologies, and our current crises are not unique. They are echoes. We are characters in a story that has been told before and will be told again. The final question they pose is not how we can escape this cycle, but what role we will choose to play within it. These warnings were not left for us by gods or aliens, but by people. People who lived, loved, built great things and watched them crumble. They saw patterns in the rise and fall of nature, of stars, and of civilizations. Perhaps the truth doesn't disappear, it simply hides in plain sight, waiting for those who are willing to look. The past is not a foreign country, it is a map, and it may be the only one we have to navigate the future. If you found this journey through time thought-provoking, please consider subscribing for more explorations into the unknown. Thank you for watching.